Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Sun Devils' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol. Smith takes the handoff. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The give to the left. Runs through a tackle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They're on the board first here in the season opener. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking for a crease to the left. Oh, it's out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And, man, I know he's going to be really upset with himself because you have all these goals and all these things you want to do, and you come in your first touch, man. You cough it up, but you got to put it behind you. This defense needs to come out now, be ready to play, fight back, build some momentum back the other direction.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. That will be enough to move the chains and get them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the third play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that thing. You can tell the defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. He's looking downfield to throw.
Should do that shit way earlier than that.
Picked off by the defender, but he's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. That's caught. It's Hayes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Dances away. He's going to take off. Hard running there.
Take that nigga.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
It makes it really tough on a defense when you got a dynamic quarterback that you can roll out. You bootleg him to the right here. The defense has to now recover quickly, chase the guy out there. Oh, wait, I still got to cover wide receivers down the field. I still got to cover other guys and try to get this guy on the ground. They do a great job on this play.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Takes the handoff. It's Grove. Turning it on. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And the Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Back to pass. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Come on, man.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here.
Nothing, just a little bit.
Tagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty, you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Maryland just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in College Park. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. So here comes the Auburn offense. Hands it off. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
You want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw. You got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Wide open spaces. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Quick completion on the out route. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to that.
How the fuck do y'all keep going right to the box?
Are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside, and that quarterback can go in the other direction.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Right on the money. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Sometimes it's easy for for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
And I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. That's caught. It's Hart. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, look, that wasn't a...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Sun Devils have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
The Sun Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Trying to run, it's Grove. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Time to take a shot. He caught it. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. No more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front.
Man,
my
bro.
guys play
Come on, Ben
Rice. I need to it later on down the road. I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run.
Who, Judge?
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
No, I'm talking about in the beginning.
Timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Oh, yeah, they're heating up.
Will they be on 3rd down after that last run? He's got it on the run. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And you go to old Mr. Reliable in the red zone, and you still have a chance to turn this into 6 instead of 3.
And 3rd down, great job by this offense. Move the chains. Give your...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Snapped it in the shotgun. Quarterback floating away from pressure.
There's no fucking way.
Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A straight downfield. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments on the first half. It is the first down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
To the air on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking.
Oh, my fucking...
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilcox. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. These corners backing off a bit. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grab near the marker. It's Witherspoon. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack.
Going to take a shot at this DB.
Damn.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and this is coach speaking, very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Nice job by the tight end making the catch and playing physical. You're a big body guy, man. Make him feel that. Nice job breaking an extra tackle, getting some extra yards for his team.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Throwing right. He's got an open man. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense in first and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He might want another play. To the air on second down. And he was hit just as
I say what I said, puss.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman.
I said what I said, puss.
Period, that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable.
Shout out to.
Especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. It's a great feeling.
A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Just started.
He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact
Nah, I started when some nigga said loading up. Nigga never loaded up. So I cut that string. I couldn't get another one.
They'll try the run. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to
No,
having some
I did not.
bounce. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard
Getting
runs,
early in
you
the season
gotta
is
have
not
that
happening.
balance.
That 4-16 is
And
not
the
good.
Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. On the move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
He'll take a shot. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this.
Lets it fly. Oh, he had it.
You gotta put that in the fucking end zone, bro. God damn.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down.
Oh, man. So you playing early? Oh, you got it.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The offense changing the play.
Here's the goat.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the right. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Hart. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line.
This running back is a fumbler. God damn.
And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Bitch,
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Finds his man. It's Grove. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Yeah.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Offense and an empty set. Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Grove. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Sun Devils line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. Got out of trouble.
Bro, get the fuck out of here.
Works his way to the
Don't nothing piss me off more than some stupid shit like that. Like, scrambling around and throw it back into the middle of the field.
And the Sun Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this
touchdown, Sun Devils! Fit it in the window for the score.
Yep.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Wilcox. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll go to the ground. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quick handoff. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead, right? We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
You got 12. Let me see if I get it.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back. He's looking at his play list. He's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hold him on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Under fire. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Caught over the middle. It's hard. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's goal. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
The Sun Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Another
all the niggas I had around there, bro. Like, nobody can come out with that pick.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Splits the uprights. Good. This is now a 7-point game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Georgia Tech has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been near perfection. They're up by 28 over Baylor. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking deep. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it down the left. Off to the races. He is down at the 1. A terrific run right after the throw and catch. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The clear defensive strategy here is not to do whatever it was they did on the first play. They'll try to come up with a stop after giving. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense.
Nigga, so my 99 speed receivers can't burn the corner, right? But this nigga presses up on my 94 speed corner, my 94 speed receiver, and he just toasts a nigga.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Like, nigga, like, what are we talking about? Like, it makes no sense.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Here's a heat. The short hands, it's Hart. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Slings it. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Right by you. Behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
I want to do something stupid
they
like
really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 1st down. Puts it out of the air.
Our coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Working the middle.
How he think it's fit on the ball?
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those 1st downs. Get those big chunks.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50.
That's what I was like. Let me go ahead and put this nigga away before they give this nigga some bullshit.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Wants to throw again. He lost it high and deep
that
down
better,
the left side.
bro. That better not be who the fuck it is.
And the comeback is on.
And listen, still a ways to this offense getting back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring 50 yards out. And he'll just take it in. This drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Fires down.
That was a throw.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Before we start the DS.
You waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way